Hey YouTube, Mike and I are once again taking our two-strokes out. This time it is in November in Oregon, which means rain. And not only is it raining, but it is cold up here.
Oh, crud. Now my glasses are all fogged up.
My goggles are insta-fogging.
Yeah. All right.
And in addition to the rain, it is just a little bit above freezing, so it is cold.
Can it rain any harder? Ah, come on, where's my choke?
And as we got out of the truck, we were both kind of joking about, it would be better to just hop back in the truck and go get some coffee and head back home. And you can see my gloves are already soaking wet and my hands are cold, just from the rain that's collected while the gloves were sitting on the seat. I mean, it doesn't really show on the GoPro, but it was raining really hard. Alright, so the bike has not been started for a week and it's cold out, so let's see how many kicks it takes. So there's one kick, and there's two kicks, and there we have it on the third kick. Pretty good, huh?
You ready?
And of course, Mike and I did quite a bit of riding up here in the rain, so we knew once we got going that we would get warmed up, even though we do a little bit wet. But I don't think we've ever been up here when it's raining this hard. I mean, you can see some guys hiding in the trees. I mean, it was just pouring down rain, and we were soaked before we even got the bikes warmed up. And it had been raining quite a bit. It rains a lot this time of year in Oregon, and so everything was also very slimy and slippery. And of course, both of us are wearing motocross boots every time we go through a puddle. Our socks are getting all wet. I mean, it was a little miserable. So came through here, and you can see it gets a little bit slimy right there. So I figured I better pull over and make sure Mike makes it through. I've got that mirror to see him, but it's really kind of hard to see while you're going down these trails. And of course, he made it through because he's probably a better rider than I am. So our plan for the day was to do single track, but once we got into single track, we were going so slow that our goggles fogged up, and I couldn't see a thing as I was going through here. I mean, my goggles were completely fogged because I wasn't going fast enough to get air through, and it made it hard to just know what you were doing.
I can't see either. Man. Yeah, I couldn't see anything going through the single track stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you want to, I mean, it is so slippery and you can't see. It might be better to ride this stuff, but my fingers get cold on this stuff.
My fingers are getting cold too. So
yeah,
it's pretty slick. I think that one we wanted to do, I think unfortunately it's going to be slicker than snake.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm thinking maybe stick to the ATV trails and this stuff maybe.
Okay.
Until our fingers get too cold.
Right. I got water in my goggles.
Man. Yeah, and it's just slimy. I thought I was going to dump it off the side over here. I don't know if that spot where it was really muddy, right on the edge. I thought, man, if I lose it here, the bike goes off the edge. We're going to be pulling it out. Man.
And at this point, we hadn't been riding that long, but we were already soaked. And if you look down at my pants, you can see how wet. There's water running off my helmet. I mean, it was really wet that day. But we were still having fun. I mean, it's fun to get up here and ride even if you're a little bit wet. And And so, you know, we decided to stay away from the single track and stick to this stuff where we can get some air through the goggles. And, you know, we ended up having some fun. And you can see I'm avoiding some of the bigger puddles here, just trying to keep my feet a little bit dry. And this is hunting season up here, and so you got to be careful coming around some of these turns. Maybe not that quite so much, but some of these tighter turns where you can't see, because there could be somebody in a truck coming around the other side. So, you know, one cool thing about riding these two-strokes on these trails up here compared to my KLR is you can go a lot faster on this rutted, you know, kind of muddy trails on a light bike like this than you can on the KLR. On the KLR, you got to slow down a little bit just because it's heavier and the suspension's not quite as good. So it's really a lot of fun on a bike like this. Although, you know, I also have a lot of fun coming up here and doing the same thing on my KLR. So then all of a sudden that road kind of turned into a little single track. And I know Mike and I decided not to ride single tracks, and I thought about turning around there, but this looked like it was easy enough and a little wide, kind of an ATV single track, I guess. And so I figured, let's keep going. We'll see where it goes. And if it gets we get going too slow, we can always turn around and go back down. So it turned out to be kind of a nice little single track. Unfortunately, a lot of these trails up here in the Upper Nestucca OHV area aren't, at least this end of it, they aren't real long. And so you'll find a trail like this that is pretty enjoyable, and then all of a sudden you pop out at the other end and the trail's done, which is a little disappointing, but you know, still fun. And you'll see here, Mike and I need to get some sort of intercom or something, because quite often we just do not understand each other.
Is this the wood we just came up?
What's that?
Is this road we just came up, do you think? You think so?
We've been down that before, haven't we?
What's that?
We've been down that one before.
I think so.
And we didn't just come up here, and Mike knew it, so I know he just didn't understand what I was saying.
All right. Well, you want to take the other way this time? Or do you want to go up, or what do you want to do?
I don't know.
All right, let's try the other road. I'm curious where it goes.
And we had just gone down this road and made kind of a big loop. Last time, though, we made a turn to the left, and this time we're making a turn to the right. You can see it's a little ruddy and kind of beat up, and you know, as I was saying, on a bike like KLR that's a little heavier, you'd have to slow down and go a little bit slower through here. So on a light bike like you know, these two-strokes, it's a lot of fun because you can just kind of go barreling through here, and the bike just kind of flies over everything. So we're having a good time. But as you can see, at the end of all these roads, there's always a turnaround. And so once we got down here, we stopped and took a break, drank some water, and ate some snacks before we turned around and then headed back up the trail.
Well, I guess this is where it goes. Don't forget to wipe it every once in a while, too. You know, kind of go. Yeah.
Want to go up and play around the gravel pit a little bit?
Sure. Sounds good.
And so in case you couldn't hear what Mike said there, he was wondering if I wanted to go up and kind of play around. There's a gravel pit up here where we can practice our riding skills. So as I come through this turn right here at this turn is where I dumped my KLR for the first time, and it kind of did a high side, and it ended up in the ditch over there, and didn't get hurt, but I was a little surprised dumping it there. And if you listen to the bike as I go through the gears here, it doesn't wrap out quite as much as it does in my other videos, and that's because I've put the front sprocket is 1 tooth larger than the sprocket that came on the bike, and it's now got the stock sprocket. When I got it, it had a tooth that was 1 smaller, and at least as far as this ride goes, I like it a lot more with that sprocket. I'm actually not just shifting through the gears instantly. actually use some of them here. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, Mike and I are heading up to this gravel pit where we're able to practice our riding skills. It's kind of a, it's a lot easier to practice going up something that's real steep if it's short, and you can, you're not going to get stuck someplace and go back down the hill. So that's where we're heading right now. Is back. The gravel pit's pretty close to where we parked the car. Yeah, but as we came up around the corner up here, if you look out, there's just a beautiful view there. And so I thought, well, this would be a great opportunity for us to pull the bikes over and take some pictures. And so back on the bikes and over to the gravel pit. And this is actually the first ride that Mike has recorded video on. He got himself a little kind of a GoPro type camera, and he's got it mounted to his helmet, and he's going to start a little YouTube channel. And so once he gets that up, I'll put a link to it. He doesn't have it up yet. He's still trying to figure out how he's going to edit the video and everything else. But so anyhow, Mike, when we got over here, he was hauling, and I was staying right on him. Unfortunately, I had set my GoPro to the wide camera angle, and so it looks like I'm not right behind him, and it doesn't look like we're really going that fast. But we're actually hauling along here at a pretty good pace, especially considering how slippery it was. And we were hoping that this was going to make for a really cool video, but unfortunately, because of my camera settings, it didn't. And I was just laughing because Mike just about dumped it riding over that branch, which you couldn't see because I have it set on wide angle. Such an idiot. So anyhow, this is the end of part 1 to the video, and part 2, you'll see us playing around in the gravel pit. So thanks for watching.